You're listening to WCOR Lebanon. It's time for Cumberland Phoenix Baseball. Cumberland Baseball is brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car, the Music City Star, Franklin Family Eye Care, THW Insurance, Southeast Impressions, Signs Now, Family Medical Associates and Pediatrics, Sports World, Emmanuel Baptist Church, Coca-Cola, Petty Orthopedics, Chick-fil-A, and Cumberland University. And now, here's the voice of Cumberland University Baseball, Mitch Walters.
Cumberland University and Cumberland University Athletics would like to welcome everyone to the corner of Spring and Tarver at Woody Hunt Stadium, Ernest L. Stockton Field, for today's baseball game between your Cumberland Phoenix and the Lions of Bryan College. Phoenix come in with an overall record of 27-23. The Lions of Bryan College come in with a 32-13 record. Bryan College is located in Dayton, Tennessee, and are members of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. These two ball clubs played back on March 22nd down in Dayton, Tennessee at Center Field, and Bryan came away with a 5-3 victory. Your Mid-South Conference baseball report. Today, busy day around the conference. Lindenwood Belleville was scheduled to play at Georgetown. That's been postponed. Shawnee State's up in Bluefield, Virginia to take on Bluefield in a doubleheader. Union Kentucky is up in Springfield, Kentucky to take on St. Catherine's. Campbellsville's up in New Albany, Indiana to take on IU Southeast. Cumberland, Kentucky is up in East Tennessee to take on Milligan. Lindsey Wilson is up in Indiana to take on Taylor, Indiana. And Bryan is here at Ernest L. Stockton Field. This past weekend, folks, around the conference, St. Catherine's got swept by the Cumberlands by scores of 5-3, 6-3, and 2-0. Campbellsville took 2 of 3 from Pikeville up in Pikeville, Kentucky. Campbellsville with 9-5, 5-2 victories. Pikeville with a 4-0 victory. Lindsey Wilson swept Shawnee State by scores of 9-5, by scores of 6-4, 4-2, and 10-0. And up in Georgetown, Kentucky, the Phoenix fell. They lost 2 of 3 to Georgetown. Georgetown with that run rule 12-0 victory on Friday. Game 1 victory of the doubleheader on Saturday by a score of 5-2. And then the Phoenix came away with a 5-3 Game 3 victory. The conference standings sort out. Campbellsville and Lindsey Wilson atop the standings at 12-6 in the conference. Campbellsville is currently ranked 19th in the country. They're 30-12 overall. Lindsey Wilson, with that identical 12-6 conference records, ranked 25th in the country. They're 32-17 overall. Pikeville sits in third place, record of 10-8 in the conference. They're 22-19 overall. Georgetown and your Phoenix 9-9 in the conference. Georgetown's 28-21 overall. Phoenix are 27-23 overall. St. Catherine's is 8-10 in the conference. They're 29-18 overall. University of Cumberland 7-11 in the conference, 29-18 overall. And Shawnee State rounds out the conference standings 5-13, and they're 17-30 overall. Cumberland University Sports Report. Today, the men's and women's golf teams are up in Bowling Green at the Mid-South Conference Championships. After one day of play, Peyton Broyles shot a 2-under par and leads the Mid-South Conference Men's Championships by 1 shot after the first day. Austin Williams was tied for 5th, and Ryan Spotts was tied for 8th. Rich Williams' team sits in 3rd place after 1 day of action, 8 shots behind the leader, University of Cumberland. Women's golf, Morgan Stuckey was our highest scorer. She shot 7 over par and was tied for 7th after 1 day. And the women's team sits in 5th place. They are currently playing as we speak, day 2 of the 3-day event. Back at the station, Billy, 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the Woody Hunt pregame show.
If you're planning a weekend trip, the first stop on your itinerary should be Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They're the folks with a wrap car, which means you get the best rental package around. They also offer weekend specials that let you unwrap even better deals. Located on a bypass in Lebanon, they are just around the corner, and they'll even pick you up free. Before you get away, get on the phone and call Enterprise Rent-A-Car at 1-800-RENT-A-CAR. Pick Enterprise, and they'll pick you up.
If you are tired of all the traffic and parking hassles of your weekday commute, then ride the Music City Star. With stops in Lebanon, Martha, and Mount Juliet, the Music City Star can get you to work in the mornings and home in the afternoons without the stress. The train also has an evening trip on Fridays for those who want to enjoy downtown Nashville's restaurants and entertainment venues. For ticket and schedule information, visit MusicCityStar.org or call 862-5950. The Music City Star. There is no traffic on the train.
An active lifestyle needs good vision and healthy eyes. To see your best, whether playing contact sports or reading your mobile device, call Franklin Family Eye Care in Mount Juliet, the official eye care provider of Cumberland Athletics. Dr. John Franklin offers primary eye care for vision and eye health conditions, including retina care and LASIK. Call Franklin Family Eye Care at 615-754-IC. That's 615-754-4733.
It's your first day in business. A new space, real investors, and butterflies the size of dinner plates. For peace of mind, protect your dream and call THW Insurance. Local folks representing quality companies like Westfield Insurance. Whether your business is large or small, contact Stephen Creselius of THW at 615-547-5632 or stop in and see him at the Wilson Bank and Trust West Main office.
We're joined by Cumberland University head baseball coach Woody Hunt. Coach, good to be with you.
Yeah, good to be here, Mitch. Good to play. Great day to get a good game in and against a really good opponent.
Coach, obviously, let's see the ball club come out today and execute and have a good ball game, come away with a win to get some momentum going to this weekend.
Yeah, we need to, and we have to get a good pitching performance from Langer. We know that, and so it's a good opponent, and we need some a good feel as we go to a very important weekend, the last weekend of our conference schedule, and before we get to the last weekend, which is the first round of the conference tournament.
Coach, things are obviously will be based on how things sort out this weekend with the conference games, but we're going to need a little help, and at the worst, we're going to need probably take 2 or 3 from Campbellsville to where we could host.
Yeah, that's what we figured, 2 or 3, and hope for some help, and you know, it's going to be a tough matchup for us. They got really good pitching, and so we'll just do the best we can and see what happens. We may have to travel, but we're ready to do that and just, you know, go out and play hard and hope you can win a ball 2 out of 3 and give each other a chance to host. But, you know, we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot, you know, early in the year to be able to do this. And so we're trying to recover from that and hope it's not too late.
Coach, during your time with the NAI, we've seen the landscape change considerably. You know, a lot of teams now that are Division II and good Division II teams are the Powers, the Lubbock Christians, you know, Lee, so on and so forth. But you see a school like Bryan, who has not had baseball, but probably the last 10 to 15 years, we've seen a lot of schools start baseball and kind of use the same game plan that the successful NAI programs have by getting junior college players and transfers and have become successful and competitive quickly.
Yeah, you almost have to do that to be competitive, to beat your Oklahoma Cities and Lewis and Clarks and all those types of people. You almost have to, and most of them do the same thing because the freshman kids usually want to go to Division I, and it's really hard to fight that Division I mindset. And but that's why you have to go in junior college route. And then junior college is great baseball. There's a lot of schools out there all over the country, and there's a lot of good players out there, and a lot of them get left out, in fact. But you know, it's just a recruiting that we all have to do in order to be competitive.
Also, too, Coach, with good high school kids, if they don't sign Division I, the ones that can get drafted, a lot of them sign into professional baseball. Yeah, and it's the pool for the good freshman kids are really slim, and you get all these Division I folks trying to get the same guy, and then you know, a lot of your big majors and even some of your high-powered Division I schools will recruit JUCOs also. And then you got to fight them for the best players. So it's a recruiting battle. You have to be very patient
because of, you know, a lot of times some of our best players come along in June or July, so we just couldn't get in a hurry about things. But recruiting is a very difficult thing for us, and it's something you want to get over with quickly, but you just got to wait.
And Coach, too, I was thinking this weekend, Georgetown's first baseman's from Australia, and just the international influence we now see, especially at the NAI level, with a lot of Latin players in the NAI, and then Canadian kids, Australian kids, you know, folks from all over the country, all over the world now playing college baseball.
Yeah, it's the influx of the Latin players big now. Even in the major leagues, you see a lot of them, and not a critical statement at all. But and there's a lot more coming over the States, and sometimes they don't get the chance of taking enough classes to get to Division I, so they have no other option to go to Division II maybe, or NAIA, and they're good players. And some of them, you know, may not have the grades to go to our level or any level, 4-year level, but that's a lot of good talent in Latin America. You're going to see more and more of that.
Well, Coach, looking forward to talking to you after the baseball game.
Okay, thank you.